Ciao again, collectors. Today we have a CM's model. It's a Lancia 037 from the 1983 Sanremo Rally. I don't think I've ever seen this box before. It came in this thing here. It says it's SS5, so it's Rally Car Collection number 5, which is a bunch of Lancias, I guess. You'll see here, 683 yen is less than $7 in today's money. And these are the 6 cars that were involved in this collection. These 3, and then these 3, right? So we're talking about this guy today. The back, I think, is the same on all of them. Here it says 2005, so that's how old this model is, and you can see by the tape that's probably true. Alright, took it off the stand already. And the base of the stand, this antenna was taped in a bag, and I just put it on to save a little time. So in 1983, the Lancia 037 won the Constructors Title for the WRC, and actually in the Sanremo event, Lancia 037s took all 3 podiums. So, clean sweep. I couldn't really find any pictures of the car with the number 18 on it, though. I don't think this car made it onto the podium. They may have fielded 4 or possibly more cars. And I couldn't find a rear image of this car in this livery. A lot of them actually ran with no rear bumpers at all. But this is the one image I could find that actually had the rear bumper still attached. Okay, so, I mean, it looks close enough to those photographs for me. I'm okay with it. CM's doesn't exist anymore, if you guys are curious. They're a long gone company, so I got this stuff online, really. Alright, so look at the wheels. Yeah, you can tell, they're kind of dated. There's no air passing between these, although that's such a complex wheel. I'm not sure if other brands... Well, I do feel Kyosho would probably have air passing between these circles. But you do have lug nut detail and stuff. The tire, though, is a little slab-sided. I don't feel like that's an accurate tire. The front one looks a little bit better, some curvature. All CMs seem to roll. I think all of them also have tampo printing for the graphics. So as long as the paint stays looking nice, it should look nice for a while. Got a black molded door handle here, and the mirrors are molded in, painted black. There's a little printing of the side window there, sliding around. No black paint here, unfortunately. This is a vent on the real car. Although, actually, look at the photo. It's a white grill they put in there. Okay. Little plastic separate pieces for these mud guards. Going to the front here, we got 4 plastic clear headlights, looking nice. A little paint, though, for these turn signals. And then this side is supposed to just be a clear light, I think. There's a little texture here in this grill here, same as there. A little silver, the Lancia logo, a whole bunch of sponsorship. I think this is a separate piece, this white chin lip here. You can actually see it's detailed quite a bit, even on the bottom. The tires this time around are running slicks, so that's a little weird for a rally car, unless it was specifically a road stage, like in these photographs I'm showing. So there's a possibility they would have run slicks. Okay, let's see. Black paint here for these vents, but no molding detail. But there is detail here molded, but no black paint. Although actually, look at the photographs. Yeah, there is no black paint here. It's just all body colored. A little rally logo. There's some printing here. 3-dimensional, painted black. Black window stripping there. Same in the back. Pretty bland, basic engine, which also doesn't make much sense to me. Like, why would the engine be offset to the side? I don't think that's accurate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would assume the engine block would be longitudinal 50-50 in the middle to keep the weight balance even. There's some molded in vents here. Big ducktail wing. Printing on the back, a nice really tight grill here, and then clear taillights. Kind of lame silver exhaust, molded in ribs, no paint though, and then that license plate would be accurate to the real car. I think that's the differential. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I mean, it's a nice model. What are these little bumps? Maybe like hood pin releases? It's got some paint rash going on though. being over 10 years old, over 15 years old. But it's not bad. It's not major paint rash, so I think I lucked out actually. Alright, let's take a look at a couple other models here. Let's pull out this guy here. I found this image here. That must have been a cool little auto show. So I have this other CMs from 1983, so it'd be the same year, and this is probably the one of the podium finishers. It's in the Martini Racing livery. Alright, and then this other one is actually by Kyosho, and coincidentally the wheels do have hollow holes in them, but this is the road-going version, so it's not raced out. They made a few road-going versions for homologation purposes. In fact, it's quite interesting here. If you look at the engine detail here, it does show the cylinder on the Kyosho to be offset as well. It's off here at an angle and off to the side. So actually, maybe the cylinder bank is actually canted. In fact, give me a second, I'm going to look up a photograph. So you can see in this photograph, yes, it's not, the thing isn't at an angle like Kyosho got it wrong. It's at an angle in a vertical sense, meaning it's actually like a canted cylinder bank. It's not actually horizontal angled. So I feel like that the CMs is more accurate because it's still in line with the vehicle. It's just offset to the right of the center line. Where Kyosho, it literally is offset to the right and it's at an angle from the center line, right? So it's a little bit weird. But minus that engine detail, I think they're both pretty close to 164. They're both quite similar in their length, at least. You know, you got to overlook the fact this has a giant ducktail on it. But you can see the wheels of the Kyosho, they have hollow holes. You can see right there, you can see the light passing through, or you can see my finger through the holes on the far side. I have a review on this one. If you want to get a closer look at that, just search my channel for 037. Okay. So, as usual, CMs I think is a really fantastic model when you consider the fact that this thing cost less than $7 when it was new. I think it's better than the $7 models that you buy today. And also considering that there's been almost no inflation in Japan in the past 10-20 years, even if this would still cost around $7 in today's money, so that's it's pretty nice actually. It's a real shame CMs doesn't exist. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys the next time around. See ya.